The sponsor of my stream and podcast is DistroKid. If you want 10% off on your first subscription with DistroKid, release your music to the world on every major music platform. Make sure to go to my website, andrewvanzark.com, and click on the discount link under the tab of DistroKid. The information on this podcast is my opinion and some internet research.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Welcome to Star Wars Chatter, hosted by Andrew Vanzark. Now you're listening with power. Hello and welcome to the Star Wars Chatter. I'm Andrew Vanzark, and this is your safe space to discuss Star Wars, music, and any geeky topics. Today we're going to talk about Ahsoka and many other stuff if you're listening on AMP, but on this pre-recorded edit of my radio show, we're only going to discuss one section of the show, which has to do with Ahsoka Tano and the new brand show that they're going to release pretty soon on August 23rd of 2023. So let's get it running and let's get it flowing. So, turns out that Ahsoka's female-led cast makes Star Wars history. So when Ahsoka drops onto Disney Plus in August, it will bring with it a significant Star Wars casting milestone with regards to its female actors. And I love this because, I hate when people go like, agenda when it comes to like people of color, a different race, or different gender that we're used to seeing on the screen as the main protagonist, And I think that this is a nice milestone to do for Star Wars and the media itself. So the highly anticipated Star Wars series Ahsoka will see Rosario Dawson reprise her fan favorite role as the Togruta X Jedi. Along for the ride are Rebels, Alliance heroes like, for example, Hera Syndulla and Sabine Wren, which are one of my favorite ones, especially Sabine Wren from the Rebels series. So the show arrives fairly soon, it's already been released there, August 23rd, 2023. So audiences are hotly anticipating the return of these iconic Star Wars characters on the screen, on your own TV screen, computers, iPads, phones, video game consoles, you name it, wherever you're watching Disney Plus, So let's get it running and let's dive in a little bit onto this. So Disney's Ahsoka has historic female cast. And what does this all have to do? The three top billed actors in the forthcoming Ahsoka series are, in fact, all women. Indeed, the cast is led by Rosario Dawson portraying Ahsoka Tano, Mary Elizabeth Winstons with Hera Syndulla, and Natasha Liu Bordizzo with Sabine Wren. So, this is the first time in live-action history of Star Wars to cast, and have three top-billed actors be female. Notably, the animated web series Forces of Destiny, which ran from 2017 to 2018, also had all-female top 3 cast, with voice actors and characters being, all female. I've actually read the book. And I've seen the series on Disney Plus, and I think it's phenomenal, how they're portraying with Princess Leia, having Padme there, having Ahsoka Tano, having Sabine Wren, Hera Syndulla being the main protagonist of the show. So that is something that I really enjoy, I really love, and I cannot wait to have it on my screen once again and start reviewing it and talking about it right here on Star Wars Chatter, your safe space with Star Wars and the music. Is it on AMP, is it on Spotify or Apple Podcast, and get yourself started. So speaking to the Empire magazine previously, they've been speaking to the Empire magazine, and Mary Elizabeth Winston shared her excitement upon realizing that Ahsoka's cast was composed of so many female characters. Quoting here, "Even though it's so incredibly rare, it just felt so natural. It just didn't really click in my mind until we were a little bit into production. And I was looking around going, oh my gosh, look at all these women. This is incredible. You know? So Rosario Dawson was also sure to mention the reverence she feels towards the cast of the series, you know? Nothing that she's very grateful, you know? So quoting here, you definitely feel the magic of it. Our diversity is our strength. Being able to step into the and relate to a protagonist that looks different to what we've normally been served over the years, you can see how hungry people are for it. It takes it very seriously, and I am very grateful. Dawson, Winstead, and Bordizzo aren't the only actresses on the call sheet for Ahsoka either. Genevieve O'Reilly will also reprise her role as Mon Mothma. Ooh, yes. Ivan Sakno plays Shin Hati, and Diana Lee Inosanto will appear as Morgan Elsbeth. So, this sure brings empowerment to the history of Star Wars with all these female actresses and the cast that we have around here. So the Star Wars franchise has a long history of propping up its female characters, you know. In fact, this goes all the way back to the beginning in 1977. You know, Princess Leia immediately takes charge of her own rescue mission after being let out of her hold cell on the Death Star. You know, the animated show set it in a galaxy far, far away also have girls in power, in spade. You know, powers in spade. You know, Mandalorian warriors like Bo-Katan Kryze as a strong showing in the Clone Wars, which later continues into The Mandalorian. So Sabine, Hera, Mon Mothma, Omega from Bad Batch, Fennec Shan, and the Armor are fairly recent examples of terrific female characters in Star Wars, which they all have to offer, you know. And not to forget Rey, who, while revealed by some, led the sequel trilogy with grace and strength. Even though I think Kylo Ren was the highlight of it all, Rey did play a good part. And then there is Padme, who made sure she was no mere love interest of Anakin Skywalker. She definitely got a good few moments to shine during the Battle of Geonosis in Attack of the Clones. And not just that, but if it weren't for Anakin and Padme getting together, we wouldn't have Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker. That is a thing, you know? And I'm still annoyed that we didn't have much screen time of fucking Princess Leia being force sensitive. We had so little. Oh, only the mention of Yoda and the sequel trilogy here and there. Come on. I would have loved to dive deeper into that Skywalker self of her, you know? That force sensitive self of her. But it is what it is, you know. They didn't give us much. They could do an animated series where they, you know, give us a bit more information on that. Who knows, you know? So, that'd be a thing. So young girls are everywhere for a long time and didn't have role models to look up for, you know? Like in TVs and movies, video games, cartoons, anywhere, you know? They didn't have much of a female showing other than, you know, hiccups here and there. And I think we should have more female empowerment on the screen. I don't care if you think it's an agenda. It's not an agenda. We're just trying to show that women can also be the protagonists. You know, we see Marvel with Miss Marvel. You know, Miss Marvel. You know, then we have in DC we have Wonder Woman, and we have Catwoman and stuff like that. You know, that they can totally be the front man of the whole thing. That's what I think, you know. It's just my 5 cents out of this here, because There's this new game from Star Wars coming out, Star Wars Outlaw. It's a open world, and now they're saying, why are we gonna do this? Misogyny is going all the way all around there in Twitter, because they're like, they're making a female protagonist on the Star Wars Outlaw. I can't believe this. And then all these misogynistic men are just being stupid, in my opinion. Yep, that's right, Dream Warrior. That's right, Dream Warrior. Lots of women protagonists in horror flicks. Yes. But we need also women being strong. Like we need more characters like Ahsoka, like Sabin Wren, like Bo-Katan, like Hera Syndulla. We need more of those. A Princess Leia. We need more of those. And the only way you can show those characters being so strong is on superhero films and sci-fi, stuff like Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel, DC, Image, maybe some action anime. Those are the perfect places to showcase women, because they're going to showcase a strong, independent woman that can save the world. And if that girl can save the world, the other girls can do great, amazing things. At least in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. Not too many of them. Rey was okay. I agree. Rey was mid in my opinion, but they made her too good at everything. She needed a couple of flaws to make her more multi-dimensional. Yes, Dream Warrior. Yes. I think that if Rey would have had a bit more of a struggle, more than finding out her last name and who her parents are, I think would have been a better struggle for her. But they made Rey seem like, she can do whatever. They made her even stronger than what we thought of Princess Leia. They made her even stronger than what we thought of any other character that we've seen in Star Wars. Because most characters in Star Wars do have a lot of struggle with the Force, with all this. And Rey was, She just showed herself like, I might think something, but instantly I'm okay. We see Luke Skywalker, exile to that island, and then saying, I can't do this. I am no longer willing to do this because I can't. I failed. And that, what bigger struggle than failing is with Luke Skywalker? That's what I think is a nice way of portraying a character, showing them extremely big flaws. Because in real life, and nothing is that perfect. We don't go like, this sucks, and then 5 minutes later, I know the answer. I'll do this, and then you do that, and boom, everything is solved. No. There's always a struggle that you do not find the solution right away. You might cry. You might feel like it's the end of the world. You might get super anxious, stressed out. You might feel like your life is not worth it, and you want to maybe end it there and call it quits. But then all of a sudden, a light shines, and you're like, oh wait, that's the answer. But it's not as quick as they portrayed it with Rey. She fixed things so quickly, in her own self and life. She changed the ways of thinking of Kylo Ren super quick, in my opinion. At least I think, Because if Luke Skywalker couldn't change the mentality of Kylo Ren, and Kylo Ren betrayed Luke Skywalker and killed his own father, Han Solo, what does that make you think that Rey Skywalker, if she's still considered a Skywalker at this point, be able to fix things instantly and change his mentality in a snap of a finger, Nah, that's not the way that it goes. So, Ahsoka looks to be no different from all that. We're gonna have a lot of women and female empowerment here. And it's the first show in the New Republic Mandoverse era to be led by a fucking woman. You hear me? You heard me clearly. By a woman. Hopefully, and I mean hopefully, the series will satisfy fans when it premieres on Disney Plus on August 23rd, 2023. I can't wait for it. I'm really excited, and I am not willing to miss out a single second of it. you know? So let's have some fun, let's enjoy it, and let's do what we have to do. So thank you for listening, and I'll catch you on the flip side. May the force be with you. Adios, amigos.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
This was Star Wars Chatter, your safe space who's got Star Wars, music, video games, and other geeky topics. Listen on AMP, the Amazon Radio app, and get yourself started by listening to my music on every major music platform under Andrew Van Zark. But if you want to have more information, go to my website, www.andrewvanzark.com, where you can find all my social medias, music, and everything else all in one page. Trust in the Force, no lights beating, and buckle up. Now you're listening with power. Power to the music, and may the Force be with you.
TV!